There is a flower memorial that has now been started here outside the halfway house where Alisha Brooks was fatally shot on Sunday night. The accused, her boyfriend, was out on statutory release, and as part of that release, a condition was that he live here at this halfway house to mitigate his risk to reoffend. Outside a halfway house on Jones Avenue, where Alisha Brooks was shot to death Sunday night, friends and family paid tribute to the 34-year-old woman killed allegedly at the hands of her boyfriend. 33-year-old Erin Shea is now charged with first-degree murder. Global News has learned Shea was released from prison 4 months ago on statutory release after serving 2/3 of a 3-year and 1-month sentence. As a condition of that release, Shea was ordered to reside at the halfway house where he was being supervised in the community. Brooks's cousin, Terrell Clark, says she had a teenage daughter and was an advocate for children and youth in foster care after spending time in foster care herself.
She kind of liked to save people.
Honestly, this has shattered not only her family and friends, it shattered the community.
Global News has obtained the parole board decision from Shea's hearing in March when he was denied day parole before being released on mandatory statutory release in August. The parole board decision spells out the details of Shea's 3-year and 1-month sentence after he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of assault and 1 count of break and enter. In July of 2020, Shea threw a brick at an ex-girlfriend. The following month, after he was granted bail, he broke into another woman's home through a window and held a gun to her head before the homeowner struck him with a bat and he dropped the gun. Shea then pushed and choked the victim. Now, at the time of the first arrest, he was bound by a probation order and was not supposed to be within 100 meters of his ex-girlfriend. At sentencing, Shea was given a lifetime firearms prohibition.
They make things too accessible sometimes for people who just get released.
In March, the parole board said Shea was assessed as a moderate risk of violence towards an intimate partner. In its rationale for the residency condition upon statutory release, the parole board wrote, "You have a history of unstable relationships, and you admit you do not respond well when relationships end. You have been violent in intimate partner relationships, and your use of substances increases your risk of reoffending." Correctional Services Canada said in a statement to Global News, protecting the safety and security of our communities remains the top priority for CSC. Statutory release is mandated by law for offenders to serve the final third of their sentence in the community under supervision, calling this a serious and tragic incident that will be thoroughly reviewed. Now, Alisha Brooks's friends who were here today setting up that flower memorial tell me it is really unclear if she knew everything about Erin Shea's criminal past. Erin Shea was, of course, arrested here at the scene on Sunday night. He remains in custody. He returns to court in the new year on January the 10th. Back to you.
A terribly tragic case. Thank you for that, Catherine.